First one I want to talk to you about is it says to stop lying. Now, the Bible says that do not be deceived. Basically, God is truth and every person is a liar. Lying is one of those very difficult things to conquer. In fact, there's tons of studies that, it's almost impossible. I'm not giving you an excuse to lie, but lying is built into the fabric of our sinful nature, and it is very difficult to get over. But yet I want to warn you that God does not like lying, and there's a verse in Revelation 22. It's the last chapter of the Bible, and one of the last verses where it's like a final warning from Jesus about liars. So Jesus says, "Blessed are those who wash their robes, that they may have the right to the tree of life and may go through the gates into the city," the heavenly gates of the New Jerusalem. Outside are the dogs. Those are people who live as if there is no God. They live for the world. They feed off the world. Outside are the dogs. These are the people in hell that don't get to go to heaven. Those who practice magic, art, sorcery, the sexually immoral, the murderers, the idolaters, and everyone who loves and practices falsehood, lying. So it's interesting how this is written about lying. Everyone who loves, and the word love there in the Greek is phileo. It's where we get the word Philadelphia from. So it's as if, do you love lying? Is it, it's a sign that you don't have Jesus. Because when you have Jesus Christ in your life, he is the way and the truth and the life. And so if you love lying, it's probably that you're not in love with Jesus. So studies show that most people lie a couple times a day at least. In fact, James Dobson with EE claims that even most people, whether they're Christians or not, lie 3 times a day. So, but putting that aside, secular studies show that it ranges. There are some people who lie very little, and there are some people who lie a lot. And the more you lie, the easier it gets, and the more you will do it. So there are some people who just love it. There's no reason they have to do it, but they just love it. And it's just part of who they are, is to kind of lie all the time. Now, this is an interesting study, and they have no idea which comes first. This is one of those, does the chicken come first or the egg come first? So people who lie a lot, the front of their brains, where lying takes place, is 26% bigger than people who do not lie a lot. Okay, so they don't know. Lying is an amazing skill, by the way, to have. Because supposedly the people that are able to lie very well, in their brains, they are able to figure out what the other person needs to hear in order for them to be fooled. And liars are very quick at adjusting what they're saying when they're looking at the response of the person they are lying to. And supposedly, when you get into lying, because it's such a skill, you actually develop the neurons in your brain and you grow your brain. So one theory is liars actually grow their brain, and that's why their brains are 26% bigger. Now, the other theory is that people that are smart, that have big brains to begin with, are liars. They just lie more. They use their brains and their intelligence to lie a lot. So you take your choice. Either lying grows your brain, or for those of you who are smart, the higher your IQ, the more likely you enjoy lying because you get away with it and you can deceive all the people that are dumber than yourself. You with me? So I'm like, wow, this is Proverbs 12:22, the Lord detests lying lips, but he delights in people who are trustworthy. Colossians 3:9, do not lie to each other, since you have taken off your old self with its practices and have put on the new self, which is being renewed in the knowledge, in the image of its creator. So do not lie to each other. I'm recommending that is your resolution. And I think it's always a war going on in your life. And I know I have to renew it in my own life. Like, okay, I need to stop lying, stop exaggerating. I need to catch myself. I want to be a man. You want to be a woman of integrity, of telling the truth, even if I can get away with it. Even, I put off the old self and put on Jesus Christ.